go back to something you and I and Rod talked about, Broncos related, and we talked about going into New England.
Good, you talk for a minute.
And possibly beating the Patriots. And Rod thinks it can be done. They need to do a little tweaking. They need to get a little better here, a little better there, a little better there. But they can go into New England and win. Of course they can. I want to talk about going into Cincinnati this Monday night and winning. Are you worried about that one at all? Do the Bengals bother you? You want to swallow first?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I'll
tell
I
you.
can talk. No.
All right. Go ahead.
And I told you before we went on the air, truth and honesty that we have. I haven't really thought much about this game.
Why not?
And you go, well, that's what you do for a living. Because I don't think this game means anything. I really don't. And people
The
look at
number
me
one
and go,
seed
what
in
do
the
you mean?
AFC is still at stake. The number 2 seed in the AFC is still at
If
stake.
you really realistically believe that.
I do believe that. Woody.
What can we say?
It's a cliche, but that's why we play the
Okay.
games.
Indianapolis.
Buffalo beat Green Bay last week. Why
know.
can't Buffalo beat New England in one of these last 2
Have you
games?
watched New England Patriots lately?
I have. They're
the
very,
best team
very
in,
good.
They're the best team in
yeah,
football.
but 2 weeks ago, the Green Bay Packers were playing better than anybody else.
Well,
And they got beat.
You are allowed your opinion. I'm allowed to
thank
have
you.
my opinion. My opinion is older than you. I have been giving opinions since you were a little baby, peeing all over the floor.
I guess that means I should never give my opinion
No,
because yours is always going to trump mine because you're older than me.
No,
Come on.
You are allowed to have the opinion. I'm just allowed to have my own opinion.
You're
My
just allowed to have a
opinion
better
is,
opinion.
It doesn't. No, I don't even believe that. But Indianapolis is going to lose to Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas
so that'll pretty
has
much
to win.
secure the number 2 seed.
Indianapolis doesn't have to win.
So that'll pretty much secure the number 2 seed.
If
You know that
Cincinnati-
Cincinnati's the number 3 seed in the AFC right now?
Sure. And guess where they have to go in their final game? See, I pay attention to schedules. I would guess everything against what you have in your pocket, and I know you got $150, and you know I got $5. I will
I
bet
just
what
gave $3 to Rod for parking.
I will bet what's in my pocket against what's in your pocket that you don't know who Cincinnati plays and where they play in the final game of the season.
I believe they go to Seattle to play the Seahawks, don't they?
Pittsburgh.
That was a guess.
Pittsburgh.
I should have guessed a division game.
Now,
but
you tell me. Give me your opinion.
Pittsburgh hasn't been consistent at all this year.
Cincinnati can win at Pittsburgh, you're saying?
Yeah, Cincinnati can win in Pittsburgh. That whole division,
Okay.
nobody's winning any of the games they're supposed to.
I'm just telling you that if you look at it logically of the games,
Yeah.
Indianapolis is going to lose to Dallas. Indianapolis is going to lose one more game. So forget about them being the number 2 seed.
Hold on. Indianapolis is going to lose to Dallas. You're sure of that?
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah.
that game in Dallas?
Yes.
And isn't DeMarco Murray
Going to play?
very probably not
No,
playing?
he's going to play. They have to win the game.
You know what? I'm picking Indianapolis.
Okay, and I'm picking Dallas. And the other point is Cincinnati still has to go to Pittsburgh. And you are
That could be a
sitting here
Cincinnati
telling me
loss.
New England Patriots are going to lose in New York to the Jets, or they're going to lose at home to Buffalo. Give me a break. There's not a person out there of the millions watching this all over the world, on the internet, on all different kind of channels, that you think Buffalo's going to go in. I just want it on the record. Your opinion is that Buffalo is going to go into New England and have a chance to win the
Did
game.
I
With
say
Orton.
that?
Cal Orton has
Did
never
I say that?
Cal Orton has never.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was it's possible. What I
Well-
said was Buffalo beat Green Bay last week, and Green Bay was supposed to be the best team in the NFL.
Where was
along
that?
With,
Where was
along
that?
with New England.
Where was that game?
It was in Buffalo.
Oh, thank you.
But Buffalo beat Green Bay. I mean, look, again, that's why we play the games. It's possible.
No,
I don't think,
no,
Woody.
no.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's possible. Where are you going?
I don't know. The reason we play the
You know
games.
what?
Let me
You're-
tell you why the
you're not
reason
very
we play the
nice
game.
when you're losing an argument. I want you to-
I'm losing some kind of argument. The reason why we play the game is because tonight Tennessee plays Jacksonville. What is the reason for playing that game? For fantasy football, for gambling, for TV. That's not being played for any other reason. The reason why New England and Buffalo are playing is because it's on the schedule. That doesn't mean the Buffalo's any good.
I didn't say. Well, first of all, Buffalo's around a 500 team.
That's
number
Cal
one.
Orton.
And number
Say
two,
Cal Orton
and
when
number
you say
two,
Buffalo.
Number two, they can't. I'm not saying Buffalo's going to win. I'm saying they have a chance.
No, they don't. And I'm
So you're
saying they
saying they
have
have
no
a chance?
chance. They have zero chance.
Even if it's a 1%
Nobody
chance,
could go into.
they have a
Do you
chance.
hear Rod Smith sitting right here say, right now, he doesn't think the Broncos could go into New England and win? The Broncos are twice as good as the Buffalo Bills. We saw that here.
Well, first of all, we're 5 weeks away from that possibility.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to bring up, that he was right, that they still have over a month to really prepare for
Right,
New England.
right. And
And
get
I
better
hope
and
there's some
tweak
people
those
out
things
there
he was talking
preparing for New England so that you will possibly have a chance to be right there. But
All right, well, back to
I'm just saying
Cincinnati
to
and
you,
the Broncos.
the odds.
Okay?
Would you agree with this? The odds are that Dallas will beat Indianapolis because they're playing at home.
No, I disagree
Okay.
with that.
All right. Okay. Well, who do you think will be favored in that game?
In Indianapolis and Dallas?
Yeah, it's probably.
Dallas
Can somebody
will
look it up?
My guess is Dallas will be a 1 or 2 point favorite. But they're not playing with DeMarco Murray, which means it all falls back on
Are
Tony
you sure
Romo.
that?
Who's
Are you
not,
sure that?
Well, even if he does play, he's got a broken bone in his hand. I don't think it's going to work, all right? And if they're smart, they'll rest him a game, at least one game.
And I'm going to make a prediction on this. Murray's going to play.
Okay.
And they will come
He
up
might
with.
very well play.
They'll
I'm
come
saying
up
he
with,
might not be very
They
effective.
come up. You watch football teams for 35
God, Rod
years.
made a mess here,
As
didn't
a professional, that they make contraptions that where guys can actually do that. They did it with Remember Von Miller played with one a couple of years
Played
ago.
with a club on his hand.
Yeah, well, they'll figure out a way.
All
to do
right,
it.
so what
are
are we
the
looking
odds?
at? Dallas
While
and
you're doing
Indianapolis?
that, and Buffalo's not going to New England win. New England's not going to the Jets and lose.
Dallas is they started out as a 1 point favorite. It's up to 3. But
Well,
if I know,
help me out. It's up to 3 as
But if I-
Dallas a favor.
Yeah,
So
but if I
people
know-
disagree with you, then
But
don't
if
think.
I know Vegas, and I know Vegas a little bit, once we find out that DeMarco Murray might not play, that's going to go back down to 1.
Oh.
Maybe even a pick'em game. He's an MVP candidate. He's leading the league in rushing, by far. If he's not playing, that's a huge chunk out of Dallas's
No,
offense.
I'm disagreeing with you about him playing or not playing. He's going to play.
Okay.
They got to win the game.
Whatever.
Do you want him in? I mean, if you were Dallas Cowboys, you're Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Who makes the decisions there?
Jerry Jones.
He came out at halftime and announced to the coach that Romo would come out with a broken back and play in the second half. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Jerry Jones made that decision. Tony Romo didn't. No, the offensive coordinator didn't. The defensive coordinator didn't. The coach didn't. Nobody makes decisions except Jerry Jones. So what do you think he's going to do to Murray?
He's going to say, DeMarco, we need you for the playoffs. We want you to sit
Oh.
out at least 1 week and let that bone heal.
You know, I
That's
promised.
what they're
I
gonna do.
promised myself I wouldn't do this all week long, but I can't do it. I call bullshit on you.
How did we go from talking the Broncos and Bengals to arguing about the point spread in Indianapolis and Dallas? How did that happen?
I'm trying to explain to you why the Broncos. This game doesn't matter.
It
Bring
does
it full
matter.
circle.
It
It
does
doesn't
matter.
matter. Doesn't matter except to people like you. So,
People like me? What does that mean?
can I do?